Hi guys, how's it? I know it has been quite a while since my last post. Unfortunately, I have gone through some very personal things outside of this channel. I've kind of shut some people out, just going through a lot, and it's kind of hard to deal with some of these things sometimes. I do appreciate those of you who have reached out to me. Just been going through a lot in my personal life. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Maybe I won't. But as you can see, I've got the USA jersey back on. Looks like the Uruguay took care of. Maybe they came back. I just kind of caught it at halftime. You had the USA 15, I guess. It was kind of just like an amateur squad. It was a lot of MLR guys, including Dallas Shackle, Mike Matarazzo making a start down there in South America. But as we all know, we've got the USAA, which we actually call the Falcons here. You have the USA Eagles, which is the top side, then you have the Falcons, which is the secondary side, going into Bloemfontein to participate in that tournament with emerging Ireland and the Griquas and Toyota Cheetahs. The lineups have been announced for the game to take place at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the States via Flosports. Yep, got to pay for a subscription. I don't know where it's being shown anywhere else. I do apologize that I don't know, but I just know it's 11 a.m. local time here. I will be heading to my Mittagessen, my lunch, and I will put my headphones in and enjoy the match at work tomorrow. Finally Friday. We made it through another week. Well, let's go ahead and go through these lineups, man. A couple of guys missing from both sides that I would have liked to see, but there's actually a pretty cool matchup that I'm excited to see on this game tomorrow. So we will start with the visiting USA Falcons. Starting the front row is going to be Jack Escoro, Dylan Fawcett, and Paul Mullen, the Irish-born Paul Mullen. All of these guys are MLR experience. Kenny Nasoki and Nick Savetta will be the locks. The flankers are going to be Jamison Fiona Schultz and Corey Daniel with number 8, Valemi Helu. I know he plays in the MLR. I don't know who he plays for, but the other guys, the number 8 is going to be Jamison Fiona Schultz. The try scorer against the All Blacks, back on that hiding that the USA Eagles took in DC a while back. Nate Augspurger will be playing the scrum-half role. Obviously, no AJ McGinty as he is playing in the Premiership right now, so we will get Luke Carty as our first 5/8. The wings are going to be Christian Dyer and Mitch Wilson, both MLR guys, with Bryce Campbell captaining the side, and former Chicago Bear, former Premiership player, and current Utah Warrior Paul Lasike as the other center there. Los Angeles-born but South African-raised Marcel Brockie will be the starting fullback. He has been spending his time playing for the Austin Gilgronis in the last year. Pretty decent little run-ons we've got. We've got Caleb Geiger, Chance Wengelwiski. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He plays for Rugby New York, the current MLR Shield champions. Angus McClellan, Seosi Mahoney, Cam Dolan will be the number 8 replacement. If you go on Cam Dolan's Wikipedia page, the photo is when we played the Springboks, when the USA Eagles played the Springboks in the World Cup. It's a photo of that particular game from that. And South African-born Duncan Van Schalwick will be the forward replacements, or the forward, and then Schalwick is going to be a back replacement with Tavita Lopetti and Chris Matina. So it is a very Major League Rugby heavy side, which is to be expected because that's our professional competition here in North America. Now we go on to the Toyota Cheetahs. Unfortunately, lost to emerging Ireland in their last game, but the front row will be Ferreira, Van Rensburg, and Vuren. Bernardo, and captaining is Victor Sakaketi. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, but he will be captaining the side. Vandemerva and Kwoma will be the flankers with Taboho Moheji. I'm sure I butchered that at number 8. No Ruan Pinar this game, it looks like, but Brendan de Kock and George Lorenz will be the fly half and scrum half, respectively. Big man Roscoe Speckman at number 11 and Hartzenberg at 14 will be the wings. Ivardi Bolshov and Franz Steen. Hopefully he can get those kicks into touch. And Cohen Jasper will round it out. Go through the run-ons, and then we'll kind of talk about an interesting matchup there. The run-ons are going to be Jonas Venter, Cameron Dawson, Henkes van Wyk, Drussi, Yandre Rudolph, Rion Pionar is playing. I did not notice that there at 21. Fortune and Eberson will be the run-ons. So the big matchup for me will be Paul Lasike and Franz Steen. You might be like, I've never heard of this Lasike guy. Well, Paul Lasike was from New Zealand originally. He came to the U.S. to play American football. He went to Brigham Young University. It's a very big football program, and it is also a huge Mormon college here. He made it into the NFL for the Chicago Bears, got a little bit of playing time, but not a whole heap of a lot, and decided to go back to rugby union. I've personally met this guy. He is a massive man. I mean, he played American football. He is a massive unit who, kind of like Manu Samoa, who played for the Seattle team this year. He's just a guy that's capable of knocking you out just with sheer size. Now, Franz is not a small guy himself. He's also a much better player. Let's just face facts here. These Cheetah boys are probably going to wipe the floor with our team. I expect it to be somewhat competitive for maybe the first 20 minutes, but it's not really going to be much after that. This is not emerging Ireland. We're getting there as a program. The MLR is the way to make rugby better in this country. Another announcement for another Dallas Jackals coach. We have a full Argentina coaching squad. Now, we only have a limited slots. We have 6 slots for international players, so it's not going to be totally stacked with RGs, but I'm pretty sure every one of those spots will probably be an Argentinian. But it's getting there, and I mean, also, obviously, Marcel Brockie should not be a foreign name to people in the Western Cape. He is a product of that. He was born in Los Angeles. He grew up. I mean, I've met the guy. He does not sound American at all. He has a very thick South African accent. So that should be a nice little interesting mix there at fullback. He's a pretty solid player. I mean, you see him play a bit at wing, a bit at center, a bit at fullback. He's got those long legs. He's got the speed. Obviously not a premier high-end player anymore, but he's still good for American standards. And, Cam Dolan, very, very solid player, the captain of the NOLA Gold. Augsburger, obviously doing very well there in San Diego with Ma'anonu and Bjorn Basson. All those guys this last year, he's playing with some premier talent or guys that were, high-end talent in their day. And he did really, really well against the All Blacks despite the final scoreline. I mean, we scored tries for the first time in history against the All Blacks. I would love to see the Springboks come and do a game here. I would not be wearing this jersey for obvious reasons, but it would be cool just to see the Springboks come here and play our boys a bit more. And I guess while I can't get that now, this is going to be as close as I can get at this point, is watching our MLR boys go over there and do battle with, arguably the best side in Currie Cup. Granted, they didn't win the championship last year, but a very solid side Currie Cup-wise. Very, very respectable team. A lot of people were talking about, hey, should these guys be in the URC? There were a lot of people saying, yeah, they should. So hopefully it stays an interesting game and it's close at the beginning. Knowing guys like Franz, guys like Ron, the guys, Speckman, all these guys, they're class individuals. They're not going to run up the score, but they're going to win. That's my prediction. They are going to win. I don't think it's going to be like 70 points to 12 or something like that, but I think, initially we'll be able to hold our own, but then the talent just will outshine with South African-style rugby versus guys that are used to playing American rugby. So we'll just see. Like I said, game is at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I will be at work, so I will try to follow along as much as I can, and we'll do a post-game video. And I hope everybody is doing all right out there. Temperatures are finally cooling down here in Texas. Just hoping everything works out for me. It's just been kind of a very stressful time in my life at this moment, and I appreciate you guys for subscribing, and I will talk to all of you again very soon. Cheers, guys.